Do you ever avoid going somewhere or doing something because it makes you feel awkward or uncomfortable? Maybe it's conversations in general or being around people you don't know or showing up somewhere and you're the first one there. Whatever the situation is, we can get that really uncomfortable feeling. And so often we run from it. We talked about this in the last episode, how not to run from it. And even though we want to do something, we want to do the thing or go wherever, meet up with some people, we will say no because we're afraid of that uncomfortable feeling, that awkwardness, that uneasy feeling in our gut. But then we don't do it or we run away from it and we have the negative spiral of, why can't I just do this? What's wrong with me? All that negative self-talk. I get it. And if you feel this, leave a comment. Let me know how it feels for you. What situations give you that really uncomfortable, awkward, uneasy feeling? And then when we do get in those situations and we feel all uncomfortable, what do we do to ease it? We pull out our phone and swipe, swipe, swipe. And that's a numbing. It's numbing. It's to get rid of that feeling, to take it away. Our comfort. It's a comfort blanket, really. Um, we use it. And the more, if we don't use our phone, we leave early or we don't go at all, or we are there, but might stay in the way back and kind of keep quiet, pretend you're not there, try to basically hide and be invisible. But the more often we do that, we strengthen that. We strengthen the urge to need to ease that feeling, to get rid of it, to not feel it. And oftentimes we'll even start feeling uncomfortable and awkward and uneasy and anxious over more things, smaller situations. And we don't want to live like that, because if we need our phone to distract ourselves from feeling discomfort, we're letting our phone and the discomfort control us. And we don't, we're miserable right now. So many people are miserable. And I think a lot of the distractions and the constant need for stimulation is contributing to that. And it's a matter of the fact that we can't tolerate any discomfort, any uncomfortable feeling. But life is full of uncomfortable situations, and we can't let that control us. So then the question is, how do we build confidence? Right? That's what this is about. How do we build confidence? How do we gain confidence? How do we be confident in who we are if we're always running from uncomfortable situations? If we're always uncomfortable in situations, if we always feel awkward in situations and we run from it, or we numb ourselves with our phone or distract ourselves, how do we build that? And so then the other way, what if you could? What if you could be so confident in yourself, you would go anywhere by yourself and be in a room full of people and just sitting there, not needing your phone to numb it or to tune out or to ease that uneasy feeling? What if you could be confident in going somewhere or being around people or having those conversations? What if it wasn't so uncomfortable and you didn't get that gut anxious feeling when you thought about being in a situation? You can. I've been working on it and it works. So please hear me out. It works. It works. Try it. Finish listening to this and try it out. It's really, I'm going to give a real quick analogy. I have a pit bull bully dog named Kobe, and he's the sweetest thing. But when I go out for walks with him, by his looks, people are intimidated by him, and I can see their discomfort. They're tense, and I can see it in their face. They don't turn around and run. They don't jump on their phone to distract themselves. They stand in it. They stand there and they stand in their discomfort. They look with caution, but they're in it. Now, if they were to do that every day for 30 days, they would be more comfortable around Kobe. And then if you took 10 pit bulls and they did it around them for every day for a month, they would be more comfortable around pit bulls and dogs in general. And it's the same thing. It's because they're doing it consistently and they're standing in that comfort, in that discomfort, and that builds comfort. And so it's the same thing with any situation that you get uncomfortable in. And I'm going to say it again. I said it last episode, but I just want to be clear. I'm not talking about any situation where you're unsafe. These are just day to day situations where you think, why can't I do this? I should be able to go here. I want to be able to do this. I want to be able to not feel so uncomfortable or uneasy or anxious about this situation. And so it really is a matter of being in it. Confidence. Confidence comes by doing it. Whatever it is you're trying to build confidence in, you have to do it. For me, just like this podcast, it's uncomfortable. It's not easy for me to do this. But the more I'm doing it, every week I gain a little bit more confidence. I gain a little bit more comfort. It feels a little bit easier. I have a long ways to go, but that's how it happens. That's how confidence builds, is by actually doing it, facing the fear, sitting in the discomfort. So I mentioned in the last episode, so you sit with it, you notice it first. So whatever situation you're in, feel it, recognize that, okay, I'm uncomfortable. I have an urge to pull out my phone. I have an urge to leave early. I have an urge not to even go. I feel it. I'm going to sit with this. This is something I'm working on. I'm going to do this. And then talk to yourself. Take a deep breath. Okay, I'm doing this. I'm going to do it for a minute, 3 minutes, 5 minutes, whatever. And start slow, start small, and talk to yourself like you would a friend that's struggling, that's feeling uneasy, and you'd work through it with them, right? Talk to yourself that way too. Be kind to yourself. Work with yourself. Talk to the friend within and ground yourself. So, grounding is naming 3 things you can see, 3 things you can hear, 3 things you can smell, taste, touch. That grounds you to the surrounding. And when you're doing that, when you're focused on that, it kind of gets you out of your head of the spiral. And then go back to take a deep breath, recognize what's going on. Yep, I feel uncomfortable. This is why, but I am safe. I'm just uncomfortable because I'm not used to this situation. This is something I'm working on. I'm going to sit here, sit in this discomfort for whatever. Give yourself some time. And then after that time, go to your phone and say, okay, I'm going to be on my phone for 3 minutes, 5 minutes. Then I'm going to go back to sitting in the discomfort for however long. And start with just say when you're bored, because I'm going to put this out there, even boredom, so many people go to their phone when they're bored. Even boredom is uncomfortable. It's an uncomfortable feeling when you're bored, and that's why we want to fill that space. And we're losing that space because we're constantly needing something incoming. Instead of look at the trees, look at nature, look at the birds, listen to the birds, look around you. There's so much going on that we can just sit with it and be there. Because like I said, we want take that control back. We don't want to have our phone or the discomfort control us. And when you can do this, when you can start building that time and sitting with it, your body gets used to it. Your body says, okay, nothing bad happened. I can do this. It was good. And you start feeling when you actually can do it, feel that pride. Feel proud of yourself. Feel the, oh, I did that. I can do this. Feel that because that helps building the confidence too. And being able to sit with sit by yourself with no distractions, not needing to lean on your phone and have that comfort, but being able to be comfortable with you, being comfortable with yourself, being comfortable within your own shoes, within your own skin, who you are, and being able to sit in it and being okay with that. That's confidence. That's what I want for you guys, to be able to not need to be able to fight the urge to pull out your phone in every moment of silence or stillness or alone when you're alone in public or in any uncomfortable moment. Just be with the discomfort, because the more you can be with the discomfort, the more you get to know you and you can be okay with you. And that's how confidence is built. Just continuing to do it over and over in every different situation you can think of. Be with it. And be with it for a little bit, then get on your phone. Be with it for a little bit, then take a break. And just keep increasing that period of time that you're just sitting with yourself. It's good. It's all right. I'm looking around. I'm noticing everybody else that's depending on their phone. I mean, it's honest. That's, I look around and see it, and it actually helps me because I'm like, I don't want to be dependent on my phone. I'm okay with the discomfort. I want to learn, and this is my goal, is I want to learn to be comfortable in the discomfort. So find comfort in the discomfort. And that's what I'm really working on. And it works, just sitting with it. It's hard at first, and some situations are harder than others, but it's a challenge. And it just builds because you start being able to depend on yourself. You start trusting yourself and believing in yourself. And all of that builds confidence. And it builds confidence not in just sitting in discomfort, it builds confidence in who you are as a person, and not depending or not needing outside validation, outside approval. You start finding that within yourself. And this is just a tiny piece of it. And I know I say tiny and it's huge to some people, like some of you have really bad anxiety. This is something that can help this. Your anxiety is an uncomfortable feeling, and I'm not dismissing anxiety at all. But this is a way to work on it, is to be able to sit with that and ground yourself, take the deep breath, look around, feel it, and then pause and use your distraction, then go back to it. But if you can keep stretching that, I promise you, your confidence will grow. So I really want to hear, please leave a comment. Let me know what you try, what you think about this, how you feel about it. And if you do try it, how it went. Okay. So until next time, keep looking forward and stand in the discomfort, sit with it, stay with yourself, and you will get more confidence and you will start finding comfort in the discomfort. Until next time.